rookie.
Welcome, my friend. We've been awaiting you.
You know me?
No.
Look, I'm searching for an ancient temple in the mountains.
Anyone visiting our monastery is searching for the temple.
Would it be too much to ask you to tell me straight out how I can get there?
Only the abbots Galamod and Hendor know the secret of the temple.
Well then, who do I have to kill to speak with the abbots?
You need to prove yourself worthy before Enos, as well as Beliar. Enos demands valor. Another stranger came here and attempted only Beliar's trial.
Another stranger was here?
A man with an eye patch. He refused to take on the trials and attempted to get to the abbots in a devious way. Beliar blessed him for this. The rage of Enos, however, drove him away.
He had an eye patch? Did he learn something about the temple?
Only the abbots know that.
All right, I understand. What should I do?
The guardians of the monastery have awoken and are venting their holy anger in the courtyard. Enos rewards heroism. Go and destroy the guardians of the monastery with my blessing.
Well then, I'll sweep these statue guardians away, but I want some answers afterwards.
Rookie.
Your morale is peerless. You're a worthy contender of the Order.
Then let me through to the abbots.
No. You have only passed the first trial. Now you must prove your worth to Beliar.
Another trial? What madness is this?
Without Beliar's blessing, the wisdom of the abbots shall remain beyond your grasp. Say, what truth proclaimed the first Beliar disciple after his enlightenment?
How should I know that?
You are already enlightened. Only you do not know yet that you know.
How about chaos is freedom?
No.
Well then, we will all die?
No.
Perhaps death is a release.
No.
Just stop wasting my time! Let me see the abbots!
No.
I warn you, I'm running out of patience!
First, the trial. Say, What truth proclaimed the first Beliar disciple after his enlightenment?
Monk or not, I'll shut your mug soon!
Idle threats.
A stranger. Here?
I warned you. Defend yourself!
Tell me, my son, was that the deed of a righteous man?
There's no righteousness, only power.
Yes. They were the words of the first disciple. Beliar enlightened you too. You passed.
Just lead me to the abbots.
They are waiting for you in the largest of our monastery buildings, our sanctuary.
Welcome, my son. We've been waiting for you for a long time.
Why didn't you let me through right away?
Only those so fated can hold the truth. I hold you to be such. But what's with my brother Galamod? Does he find you worthy?
I don't care. I'm here to ask you about the way to the ancient temple.
Only the chosen may set foot in the temple. You have my blessing. Does my brother Galamod wish to add anything?
He wasn't worthy. But why care? He'll die anyway.
Die? It's not my intention, thanks.
Advice from me to you, my son. Fall off the cliffs. It'll shorten your pain.
You'd better tell me how to enter the temple.
Impatient, eh? Before I reveal the way to the temple, I want to know why you're looking for it.
I want to prevent the paladins from acquiring the divine anvil from the temple.
Why?
Those pigs murdered my friends.
You speak the truth, but your motives are wrong.
Wrong?
Yes, wrong. Go to the temple. It'll broaden your tiny mind.
Just tell me at last how I get to the temple.
The gate to the temple lies deep in the jungle, behind our monastery.
Once the royal family of Sitarif trod this path, to pay homage to the goddess.
The goddess? Aren't you a priest of Enos?
Everything is one for the purpose of the goddess, my son. You'll see.
As you wish. How do I find the path to the temple?
I will show it directly to your inner eye. Are you ready?
Rundle told me that a man with an eye patch had been here. What did he learn about the temple?
It saddens me that my brother Galamod revealed the way to the temple to him, although he wasn't the chosen one.
How's that? Why should I participate in your pranks if you reveal your secrets to anyone else anyway?
The way the man refused to take on the trials and erupted here impressed my brother greatly. That, and a knife against his throat.
Ugh. I am ready to enter the temple.
So be it. The way is open for you. May the goddess enlighten you.
Once more for your enlightenment. In the old days, the goddess had two groups of servants. The Unbail
And the Monastery. They served the goddess in unity, until one day their vision for the future deviated from each other.
The cult broke, and the servants of the goddess battled each other.
Run, milady! We will hold them back!
Selena escaped, but she was the only Monastery who escaped on this night.
no. The Unveil also had heavy losses. What?
Could be the chosen one.
Traveler, here? You're not going through the Black Gorges, are you?
Why not? What about them?
They used to be dangerous, even before now. The fire lizards aren't too bad, but...
But what?
Last time I was in the Black Gorges, the earth under my feet began to seethe. All of a sudden, I was surrounded by the walking dead. I barely managed to escape, but I lost my bundle.
Bundle? What bundle?
Vegetable seeds. Find some. The seeds are very important to Jabo.
Jabo?
He's a hermit. Lives in the jungle. If you don't mind the wild animals, he's easy to find. Look for a clearing in the northwest of the jungle.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for this bundle of yours.
If you run past the first fork and keep to the left, you should find it.
What does Jabo do out in the jungle?
He used to be one of our brothers, but the monastery was too loud and hectic for him.
The monastery was too hectic.
Well, Jabo needs a lot of peace and quiet.
So what about these wild animals?
Fire lizards, wild scavengers, snappers and gnats. Lots of gnats. Oh yes, and I believe I saw a shadow beast in the distance once.
Why would Jabo need vegetable seeds in the jungle?
A while ago, scavengers devastated his vegetable garden. He came up with a plan to prevent it happening again, but he still needs to regrow his veggies.
A plan, eh? What's the idea?
He wouldn't tell me.
Yes!